Clemsen of Edinboro. The other half of the bracket, it's the Michigan-Ohio State rivalry with Pachillo of Ohio State and Todd of Michigan, and take you down to that Kish-Clemsen match, which is now in the second period.
Takedown early by Kish, put him up 2-0, and 2 escapes. An escape in the first period, now an escape in the second period for Edinboro's Clemsen.
And Kish beat Clemsen in the quarterfinals of this tournament 9-5.
Peterson over here for Tyrell Todd.
Always here at this level, when there's so little margin, it's always hard to beat somebody a second time. You don't want to really meet them. You know when the locals get a big win, that's a Michigan wrestler placing with a fall, and the crowd going crazy.
As we just got word, at 157-pound weight class, it is official now. The protest by James Strauss and Hofstra has been denied. Michael Poeta is your third-place winner from Illinois.
Well, that'd be hard to come back out and wrestle a period a half hour later.
Absolutely. Poeta got that escape with 1 second left in overtime for that victory.
They don't know it yet. They're out on the mat still waiting. Clemsen making this a lot closer than their first time, and this is where he wants to be. A chance to win. 2-2, 30 seconds left in the second period.
The pace of this match a little bit slower. Time winding down here in the second period. That'll do it.
2 periods in the books, tied at 2. For more on that match at 157 pounds in the protest, let's get you down to Quinn Kestner.
Dave, it's interesting how the protest works. They called Hofstra coach Tom Shiflett into the office, showed him the videotape, gave him a decision. He came out, and I asked him what happened. He said our protest was denied. They then pulled Mark Johnson in of Illinois, went through the same thing with him and told him. So one of the wrestlers, James Strauss, was alerted prior, and that's why Poeta was dancing around for so long. It doesn't quite seem like it's probably the best way to do it, actually.
Really? I mean, you make the guy that won sit around on pins and needles longer than the guy that lost. Well, there's the escape by Kish here to take a 3-2 lead.
Now Kish got away. It's now 3-2 in favor of the Gopher. So this is looking like a takedown game here to determine the match.
If Kish gets this point here, what does that do as far as the team standings and the distribution of points between these two? Does it make a huge difference?
Doesn't make as huge a difference as it might have if it goes above 8, because each finalist has a chance without extra points or anything to get 4 points. They'll go up 7.5 points. That means that if Iowa State wins 2 matches tonight, with Kish winning here, they'll go ahead by half a point. But the anchor, Cole Conrad, will be able to come in and trumpet for Minnesota.
So if you're the Cyclones, realistically, you're thinking you need to win all 3.
Win all 3.
But if you do, there's no way Minnesota can
Yes,
cover
they
it
can, unless Conrad pins.
Yeah, you get a fall, right.
And we know that Conrad has the capability of doing that, so it could be as exciting a finish as there ever has been in NCAA wrestling, and it's live on ESPN.
And what makes it great is Conrad from Minnesota can determine Minnesota's. It's not hoping somebody else does something to another team. And when it comes down to that, this place should be roaring.
If it comes down to Conrad needing a win for Minnesota to win it, I like their chances. And Kish is going to win the point here, yeah.
And so Minnesota will go into the finals with a 7.5-point lead. Iowa State having good chances at 2 of those weights and a decided underdog in the other match.
Absolutely. Well, here at 184 pounds, Roger Kish, he's able to take third place. Not what he was looking for when the weekend began, but he'll take it. He got some bonus points for the Golden Gophers this morning as Kish able to beat Clemsen. Terrell Todd of Michigan, he gets